Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with the super featherweight contest over 6 3-minute rounds. Between introducing firstly in the red corner, wearing the white and the black striped trunks, he weighed in at 9 stone 5.5 pounds from the world famous Nobby Knobs gym in Birmingham. Will you please welcome Dave Hinds. And his opponent cross ring in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks, he weighed in at 9 stone 6 pounds from Manchester, Michael Gomez. Your officials for this contest, your timekeepers Mr. Kevin Waters and the referees Mr. Terry Cole. This is 6 3-minute rounds.
Seconds out, round 1.
The very well supported Michael Gomez, who entered the ring to the Mexican hat dance tune in the black trunks here. He's won his last 6 and is maybe one to watch in the featherweight division, though here he's coming in at 9 stone 6 pounds, well over featherweight, but that's because his opponent David Hinds is 9 5.5, so he's kind of gone up in weight deliberately to make sure he's not giving away too much here. Gomez had some reverses earlier on in his career when he had a few problems out of the ring, but he's really settled down well, and some people think that he could develop into something distinctly useful. What do you think, Glenn?
Well, he's certainly improving and looking a lot more like a prospect. His ability's good, you know, his body punching's very, very good, and you know, they're working well on his technique.
Gomez in the solid black trunks with his name written on the waistband, helpfully for you. Only 21 years of age, calls himself the Predator, and his hero is the great Puerto Rican Wilfredo Gomez. All his fans turn up wearing sombreros for his fights. Sells plenty of tickets, promoters will love him. Bit of bad blood between them when they got into the ring, when I thought the fight was going to break out beforehand. But look at this attack now from Gomez. This is good combination punching here. He's getting through to Hinds.
Nice barrage of punches from Gomez. Has to be a little careful of what comes back from Hinds.
One or two people have compared Gomez's style to that of Barry McGuigan, the former world featherweight champion. Of course, he's a long way to go before he gets into that kind of league, but I kind of know what they mean.
Yeah, it's just the way he bends his knees and that squat little attacking style. But he's putting the shots together here well. He's nice variety, looking for shots through the middle, and there's been a good attack from Gomez.
Looks good, doesn't he, in this opening round, putting the punches together quite impressively. This is a fighter who could well reach championship class. Improving all the time from the Brian Hughes gym in Manchester, same as Robin Reed and Anthony Farnell.
This is nice variety from Gomez, mixing up. These are hurtful punches. He's bringing them round the elbows to the body and then up through the middle.
It's all a bit too much, really, for Hinds. He's trying to make an argument of it, but he's getting a bit of a working over here from Gomez, even in this opening round.
Well, he showed a bit of bravery there. Hinds started to fight back and try to take the fight to Gomez, but that was a big round for Gomez.
Well, he's looking good, and he's looking that little bit better in every fight as well.
Yes, it was a good attack, starting with the left hook, and the second left hook really did buckle the knees a bit there. And it was good variety throughout. It was a pretty long attack. He stayed inside there.
Difficult one for Hinds, who's on a run of 8 defeats as well.
He started to try and fight back there, Hinds. He can be dangerous, bring out the odd surprise. So Gomez just hasn't got to get too complacent.
Good repertoire of shots there, head and body, mixing them up well.
Seconds out.
There's his
Round 2.
fan club. Second round. At the beginning of the year on Sky, we picked out 6 prospects who we thought would make significant progress in 1999, and this fellow, Michael Gomez, in the solid black trunks, was one of them. Just trying to bide his time and find his way in, Gomez.
He's just putting Hinds on the back foot, looking for the right type of opening.
Gomez using the jab to try to find the gaps.
Nice
Looking
little
a
change.
bit disorganised there. The right to the body hurt him, I think.
Sorry, a nice little change of direction there from Gomez. That was nice the way he did that. And again, just moving around, just giving Hinds angles.
Hinds is bemused here. He doesn't quite know where the next punch is coming from some of the time during the combinations.
Gomez just electing to hold. He got caught with a nice uppercut from Hinds.
Nobby Nobbs screaming from the corner. Some kind of protest there. Hinds' trainer. And the referee just having a little word with Gomez too. Ref also telling Nobby Nobbs that he should take his leave from the ring apron during the round. Got sent off the other week. He won't be too worried about all that, will he?
This is good from Gomez. Just had to take one there, but you see how he's thinking. He's trying different things.
Footwork's good as well. Moves his head around. That's better from Hinds, getting in with his own left jab. He had success earlier on in the round with a right hand too, and that's good too. Just finding his way back into it a little bit.
Gomez has given Hinds a little more respect in this round.
Low blow there from Gomez. Landed on the hip. Well, some decent boxing in this contest. But he's quite good, isn't he, Gomez?
Yes, he is. He's got a nice style. It's exciting. You know, he bends his knees and gets a good base for his punches. And I like the way he rolls with his shots. You know, it's nice head movement and that, and then comes back with a punch. He was a little quieter in that round. Still, I think, did enough, but he just stood off and looked to find his openings more, maybe showing Hinds a bit more respect.
Gomez turned pro very young, needed time to
Corners, 10
adjust.
seconds.
And I think those were contributory factors to his early career defeats.
Seconds
Landing a
out.
lot more punches so
Round
far.
3.
Third round, solid black trunks of Michael Gomez, winning the fight so far against 28-year-old Birmingham fighter David Hinds from the Nobby Nobbs gym. Hinds is known to have a useful left hook, but sometimes lets his condition slip. He's been on the floor 8 times in his career. Gomez has only ever been put down once.
Well, I like to see Gomez just step it up a bit now. He's getting into the right position and then he's just not following through.
Well, Hinds able to match him punch for punch as they worked inside there. Just for the moment, Gomez not really able to get off the kind of fiery combinations he was managing early on.
Still just relying on the jabs more here, Gomez, instead of trying to get in quicker and put his combinations together.
This has just gone a bit quiet, Gomez. Good right to the body as they worked in close there. Gomez, who was born in Dublin, he's been boxing since he was 7 years of age. He was a National Boys Club champion.
He's still much more contented, long range, looking to find the jabs. I think something has just maybe reminded Gomez that Hinds can punch a little bit, because he certainly, I think it could well have been an uppercut or something earlier on, but Gomez has stood off much more.
That's a nice stiff jab though on the way in from Gomez, and a pretty wicked looking left into the body too. Hinds has only won 4 out of 16 in his career, a career that goes back to late 1995. Best win was an upset stoppage of the East London lightweight Adam Spelling a couple of years back. Well, is something troubling Michael Gomez, do you think?
Well, I don't know. He's just laid it off more in the last couple of rounds. I'd just suspect he got caught with a decent shot or something that maybe stung him. And he's just laid behind the jab more and giving Hinds a lot more respect.
Hinds with a fair-looking right hand. There, he's made a better argument of it after the first round, when you had the distinct impression that Gomez was going to stop him and quick.
Yes, it looked as if he was going to do that, but then Hinds has come back in with some decent punches of his own, and all of a sudden it's a little different.
Seconds out, round 4.
Fourth round, and Michael Gomez just struggling to build on an excellent start in this contest. One of the factors could be that he's in with a man who is naturally bigger. He may just be feeling the weight of Hinds' punches.
He's bigger and he's more mature, but I'm still giving it to Gomez. You just see there, I'm giving him the rounds, but just quieter in the last 2.
He's just really working for the last couple of rounds behind single jabs. Gomez not able to find his way inside to get off with the combinations as he was in the first round.
Well, it looked in the first round that under steady pressure Hinds might fold, but Gomez hasn't been able to continue with that pressure.
Nice work with the left jab, and then slipping the attempted jab back from Hinds. There's a mind to defence as well, and that's good to see really when you think of a career longevity for Gomez.
Yes, at this stage in his career, it's all about learning. He's still very young and there's lots to pick up. And I think, a cautious approach for a youngster is not always a bad one.
Well, he's come on a ton already over the last few months, Gomez. Nice boxing from him here. It's nearly all with the left jab. It's good display in this round of hitting and not getting hit back, isn't it?
Yes, it's been very good boxing here. He's just kept the centre of the ring, nice little movement of the shoulders and feinting punches, and just picked away with good solid jabs.
Plenty of talent, Michael Gomez, and improving all the time. Doubling up on it, and then with a left hook too. It's difficult for Hinds here, who's being outboxed. Nice boxing, Michael Gomez. Only 17 when he made his professional debut, Gomez, and still only 21, so lots and lots of time. He's only lost one of his last 10. Hinds hasn't won for nearly a year, and that was on occasion when he won in 89 seconds over John Dodsworth in Hull. Needs another one, but I don't think he's going to get it here the way it's going.
No, I think the stats just show how many good jabs Gomez is throwing. 17 it counted there for him. Look how well he delivers that. Really rocks the head back, nice balance. And he's also, when he lands it, good defense there. He's looking for something coming, and the left hook did, so he anticipated that well.
Seconds out, round 5.
Fifth round then, solid black trunks of Manchester's 21-year-old Michael Gomez. So far, 10 wins, 6 by knockout or stoppage, 3 defeats on his record, but on a run at the moment of 6 consecutive victories. 21 years old, but already a father of 2, so he needs the money. He's got mouths to feed.
Something definitely made him change his game plan, because he was very attacking in the first round and then just dropped off and has showed us some very nice boxing. So he, as well as the good variety and aggressive skills, he's shown us he can box as well.
He seems content at the moment, Gomez, to just box his way to victory if necessary. No harm in that at all. It shows good composure. Doesn't think he's going to blast everybody out of there. Will take his time, and if the stoppage comes, it comes. If it doesn't, he just looks for the win anyway. That's good, solid and mature thinking.
Yes, I think it's important for a fighter to know when your opponent's hurt, and you know, if he's not, don't take any chances. Still showing good work with the jab.
I mean, normally, if you look at a fighter with 13 fights and he's already lost 3, you'd say, well, he's probably not going anywhere. But I think there were special circumstances with Gomez early on, those out-of-the-ring problems, and I think he probably is a fighter that's going to go somewhere.
Yes, I think he'll certainly, you know, we expect to see him doing something around the British level at the very least. Bit of cockiness there as well.
He's talking to Nobby Nobbs, I think. He could do without that, because he's putting on a nice mature display. To get involved with the other guy's trainer is a bit stupid, and we had that stuff before the start of this where the two of them seemed to want to start throwing punches before the bell had sounded.
Yes, again, there's no need for that. Just get on with your job.
Maybe somebody knew something when they named this promotion War of the Worlds. Well, comprehensively outboxing his man, Michael Gomez. It's not a kind of performance to get the crowd into an orgy of wild excitement or anything like that, but I suppose it's quite good to watch for the tradesmen who assess fighters on the way through.
Well, he's winning, and he's winning well, and he's picking up experience on what's a big bill and a big night for him.
He hopes there'll be some bigger ones, and
I'm
quite
sure
soon.
He does.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Yeah, he hopes there'll be some bigger purses.
I bet, yeah.
Seconds out, 6 and
Well, I'm
final
sure
round.
Frank Warren's paying him just fine, but you know what I mean. He hopes he's going to be into the big money with championships. Solid black trunks then of Michael Gomez in the 6th and final round of this one, and on my scorecard I've given every round so far to Gomez. How about you, Glenn?
Yes, every round. There hasn't really been that much come back from Hinds. And just as I say that, he starts to put a bit of pressure on Gomez. But everything I've given to Gomez.
Well, it's as expected here, really. Hinds, who can now see the finishing tape, is going to give it a bit of a go in this final round. Ooh, and he really does let go with a couple too. Taking most of that on the gloves, though, Gomez.
Well, if Hinds has any chance, he's got to try and throw the punches and get Gomez out of there.
All three of Gomez's defeats early career were on point. That's the good news for him. Against Greg Upton, Danny Rueg, and then later Chris Williams. Looks like he'll be sending those sombrero-clad fans home happy.
Well, he's just settled down again, Hinds. He looked as if, or threatened that he was going to come out with some big shots, but hasn't really done that. And now Gomez back behind that jab,
Really was a
controlling
good
the
jab.
fight.
Really was a good jab, wasn't it, Glenn, too?
Really
Doubled up on it.
Stiffened his legs and put him right off balance. And again.
Yeah. Like that. That's proper jabbing. That's not just a rangefinder or a pitter-patter affair to keep the other fellow thinking. That was a really good shot in its own right. I remember seeing Hagler doing that the night he beat Alan Minter. His jabs were lethal.
Well, I think it's very important to have a good jab. Normally everything comes off that.
Gomez here, looking good here. Now we're seeing these combinations again as we did in round one. Suddenly he steps it up again.
This is good pressure, and he does show good variety and looks good when he's in close like that, Gomez.
He looks to have measured this performance. He gave it a right go in the first round, and he's giving it another one here in the last. In between time, he kind of not switched off, but just concentrated on cool boxing, apart from the odd conversation with the other fella's trainer.
Well, apart from that, I think his work's been very good, and he's kept cool and boxed nice, and it should be a good win.
Of course, he's won it, Michael Gomez, and takes his record to 11 wins now out of 14, and I would say that this is a fighter who will give these fans a night out at a British Championship fight in the next couple of years sometime. Maybe even go beyond that if he carries on improving at this rate. He's got good ability, I think.
Yes, I think there's a lot more to come from Michael Gomez. He's certainly getting much better, and Brian Hughes doing a good job with him.
No problems between the two fighters now. Pose for the old photographers. He's a pleasant young man. I've chatted to him a few times. And he has a very good fan base, as they say these days.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, the referee scores the contest for David Hinds, 55 points, for Michael Gomez, 59 points. The winner there, Michael Gomez. And your appreciation there for a very sporty loser indeed, David Hinds.